Good morning, everybody. It's almost 9 o'clock, so we're going to start in just a minute. It is Sunday. How are you all doing? Let's filter in. Hoping that you are ready for a little workout today with Pilates Mat. We are going to be working on arms today and core. So I don't know how long this is going to go. I haven't timed it. I'm thinking 30, 40 minutes. Get you some soup cans. These are not super heavy, so if you want a larger can of soup, go ahead and grab that now, and then come back and we'll start in a couple seconds. You'll need a mat and a couple soup cans, and that's it. If you are wearing a Fitbit, and I haven't tried this before, I'm gonna try to set this to, there is no Pilates, which is unfortunate, but I'm gonna set it to something like other indoor and just see. So, are you guys ready to start? Okay, we're gonna start standing and do a little standing warm-up Pilates standing work. So make sure you have a good area around you, and we're gonna just get nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back. The most important thing here is to keep length here between your rib cage and your pelvis, so you're feeling like this will not become a crunching, collapsing situation. Gather yourself up tall here, tuck your tail a little bit, and engage that core. Okay, here we go. Just front raises, knee up to your belly. We're gonna do 10 of those to get warm. You ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. It's good balance. Use that foot. Nice tripod base. Let's switch it and up and up. And breathe. Feel your heart rate start to come up a little bit. 5 and 5 more. Use your core to pull that leg up. We're going to come back to the left and we're going to go out to the side now. Up, up. And here's where that crunching might start to happen. Try to keep the length here so that you don't bow down to your knee, but you bring your knee to you. I'm a bad counter, so I'm going to call this 5 more. 5, 4, stay engaged and tall. 2, and switch for 10. 9, keep that length. 7, feel the obliques fire. And 5 more. Breathe through it. And rest. Good, let's roll those shoulders around. And let's go into some releve. So again, tuck that pelvis, belly in tight, go up onto your toes and down. Now let's keep this going, but squeeze your seat, squeeze your thighs, and squeeze your core in. And just breathe through it right here. Whenever you are breathing, focus on breathing into your back. Feel like you're expanding away from your spine with your rib cage. And exhale through your mouth to engage your belly. Good. Let's do 2 more. And then hold it up. And let's just get some balance going. You're still squeezing your seat and your thighs and your abs. Can you release your arms? Maybe focus on something in the distance. Hold that balance. Raise those arms up. I do have a bad shoulder, so one shoulder is not going to look really good today. So we'll work through that. All right, lower them down slowly and bring your feet down. Very nice. Let's pull one knee to chest. Just give it a quick little stretch right there. And switch. How are you guys doing today? It is Sunday fun day, and I think it's going to be very nice, so you should go outside and get some fresh air. We're going to go for a walk later. All right, let's grab your hand weights or your little soup cans. I wonder how much these weigh. Not very much. If you have light dumbbells, that would be great. It's time to set up a home gym, right? Let's go into our Pilates first. So we have our heels together, toes apart. And in that position, feel the tripod of your feet. Your big toe, your baby toe, the outer edge of your heel, all giving you a nice stable base. Feeling that wrapping turnout to squeeze your seat, lifting up through your core, all the way up through your head. So keep that energy going so that while you're standing and working those arms, you're also working your entire bod. The palms are gonna face slightly in, and we're gonna work on our peripheral vision. So that's not out here where I can't see my hands, but forward a bit where I can. All right, so we're gonna start spiraling little baby circles. We're still engaged. Roll your shoulders back and start to circle, and just breathe through it. As we're spiraling, we're raising those arms up. Make sure you're not lifting with your neck, but you're lifting with your arms. And reach out a bit. Let's spiral back down. Reaching out energy through those arms. And keep squeezing those legs and that core. Now that we're down, let's reverse our circle, other direction, and spiral back up. Nice deep breaths, beginning into your back. And out through your nose, your mouth. Spiraling back down. Okay, very nice. Once we are down, we are going to go into serving. So your palms are up, shoulders are back and down. Close the rib cage and engage that core. We're going to serve it out and pull it in. We don't have to grip those weights or soup cans. Just hold it so that your work is not out in your hands, but it's up in your arms. Think of your arms as part of your upper core, like directly connected to your bod. And get resistance here, you guys. Push it and pull it in. Serve it to me, pull it to you. Let's go 3 more. 2, and hold it out. Open it a little bit, close, bring it back in. Now imagine you're on the reformer. Some of you have done this with me, and you're holding straps. So you're gonna push the straps out, open with resistance, close the straps, and pull back to your core. So find all that work through your entire bod, and let's keep it out of that neck. I'm sure you're doing just great. Let's go 3 more. Open, close, pull it in. 2 more. Stay tall. Last time out. Open, close, pull it in. Okay, shake those out. I'm feeling it. I hope you're feeling it. Let's do some bicep work. So sweep those arms out in front of you, plug them into your bod, dropping those shoulders. We're gonna micro bend those elbows so we get the stress out of your traps, and curl towards you. Serve it back to me. Now, take a recheck of your posture. We have the tripod feet, nice tall long legs, which are squeezing together, squeezing your seat. Pull your belly to your spine and pull up tall through your head and neck. Now keep working those arms, and the most important part is to have them plugged in. If they reach away from you, you're going to start to get this in your neck, and that is not fun. Let's take this now out to the sides. Now I have a bad shoulder. We'll see how this goes. So stay in the peripheral vision where you can still see them, and curl from here and out. Drop those shoulders, get it out of that neck. And let's get that sense of resistance. I'm pulling it away from me and pulling it into me. You don't have to grip the objects real hard. Focus the work closer to your body here, closer to your upper core. Let's go a few more. 4. I'm making this up as I go along. 3. And 2. Don't forget that lower body squeeze. And 1 more in. Elbows, roll it down, and roll it out. All right, everybody, let's go into our secondary warm-up here, and we're going to do our 100. So you can put these away, put them somewhere safe so you don't trip on them later, and let's go to the mat. Okay, there are a bunch of different ways we can do hundreds. So I'll talk you through a few options. Let's carefully roll back down and settle into the mat for a moment. We can leave our knees bent with our feet flat to do our hundreds, or you can float one leg at a time up to tabletop position. Pick one now, and think about your rib cage lacing so tightly together that it drops into the mat and it pulls you forward. So you're just allowing your head, neck, and shoulders to float up, and the arms are long. We're gonna think about this as an arm workout, you guys. So in this position, if you're with me, see if you can go to a neutral spine. If you cannot, keep it imprinted. Reach those arms out. Let's find resistance. Roll the shoulders back and down. Micro bend the elbows. Press your hands onto an imaginary ball, and then resist that ball back up. 2 more times like that. Press the ball down and resist the ball up. And squeeze your inner thighs together. Press the ball down. We're gonna pick up our pace. Are you ready? We're gonna pump. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Remember to breathe into your back. And exhale through the mouth. Good. Let's really find resistance in those arms now. Really press that ball. Squeeze your armpits like you're making lemonade. Lemons in the armpits. And squeeze them. Keep breathing. If you want to go a little bit more advanced, let's try legs out. Rotate to turn out. And squeeze those inner thighs. Relax those toes. We are almost there, gang. Hang in there. If you need to come back here or back here, I'm all good with those decisions. Just keep pumping. Last inhale. Last exhale. Good, really pumping those arms. Let's slowly bring it in now and take a pause. Okay, I promised you arms and core, so hopefully you felt those both working. Let's go into our crisscross. Let's roll the shoulders out for a second. You're always pulling your knees to your chest, by the way, with your hands behind your thighs and never on top. That's too much pressure in the knees. Okay, we're gonna go into our crisscross to get some core. So let's curl back up by dropping that rib cage to just allow the head, neck, and shoulders to float right back up. Okay, we're in a ball, so feel that connection, rib cage to hips, and find a perfect tabletop. Bring your hands behind your head, and we're not going to focus on pulling our head in and cramping on the neck, but rather lengthening your neck and supporting your head. So get that sense of traction in your neck. It feels so much better. Okay, drift the tabletop away from you if you can. That should be an immediate challenge. Let's come up and over, armpit to the opposite thigh, not the elbow. So get that nice crisscross connection. Extend the other leg if you can, and squeeze that leg. Let's switch. And switch again. I'm going to choose a long breath, inhale. Long breath, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Try to get that armpit up to the thigh and look past the opposite elbow, and let's intensify that rotation. Squeeze that leg as it reaches away from you. Squeeze that seat. And let's keep going for 5. And 4. And 3. Up and over. And last 2. And last set. And rest. Oh, that burns. So good. Okay. Good job. We're going to come up to a seated position. So in order to do that, let's use our rolling like a ball. So we're going to hang on to the ankles. If you can capture your ankles, opening your knees. This might not go very well. Do the best you can. We're going to start to rock. Use your core to help you come up into your ball position. And we're up. Amazing. Okay, let's go into our saw. I have so much lint on me, I don't know what's going on. Let's do our wider than hips position. Find your sit bones and get as tall as you possibly can. If your pelvis does not want to sit up all the way right now, roll up your mat and make a little bolster under your sit bones, or you can slightly bend your knees. But I need your pelvis to sit up and not be hanging back the best you can, okay? Do what you need to do to make that happen. And we're gonna go into our saw. We're trying to get the arms working. So reaching your arms out into your peripheral vision again and really extend them away from you. Pull up through your head, neck, and skull. So you have like a string pulling you here. And squeeze your seat. We're gonna rotate all the way around. And you're gonna go to saw off your pinky toe with your pinky finger and look down right towards your knee. Try not to look back. Hold that. See, my palm is gonna face out against that pinky, and this one is facing in. If you want to rotate that open, that's gonna give you more opening here across the chest. That's your choice. We're gonna hold and pulse here. 1, 2, 3. Now roll up like you're stacking bricks and rotate back to the center like you're winding through mud. Other side, we rotate. And saw over, pinky to pinky, and pulse. 1, 2, 3. Stack it up. One thing, you guys, when you are going into your saw position, try to round only from your upper back and pulse with intention. We're not trying to bounce the ligaments. We're trying to intensify the reach. Stack it back up and use those arms to paddle through. And other side. And saw and pulse and stack it up. Back to the center, one more time each side. Lift, twist, and saw and pulse. 1, 2, keep that lift and roll it up. And stay tall, gang, we're almost done. Other side, twist and saw, pulse it. 3, 2, 1, stack it up and rotate back to the center and relax. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna do another nice core arm exercise called leg pull up. And it's a bit of a reverse plank. If your shoulders don't like it, I'm gonna give you a modification. So, hands are gonna be behind you, nice and wide. Fingers facing out to the side, or they can face back, possibly forward. Find an angle that feels comfortable for you. I like fingers out. You wanna find a nice tripod hand so you're not bending too hard into the wrist. Use your whole hand. Roll those shoulders back. We're having long legs, squeeze them together, squeeze your seat, and engage your core to lift those hips up. Keep this nice long position. You're gonna take one leg, do the best you can to lift her up and place it down. Switch, lift it up, place it down. As you continue to alternate here, your hips are going to feel like they should drop. I want you to push those hips up, especially as the leg floats down. Push your hips up. Lift the leg as you place it down. Push those hips up. How are your shoulders doing? I feel like my alignment isn't fabulous. I'm going to move my arms a little bit back so they're directly under my shoulders. Let's keep going. Inhale up. Exhale, push the hips up. Exhale, push the hips up. If you need a modification, you could try down on your elbows, but some folks actually find that harder. So maybe if you're modifying, just hold the hips up. And let's keep going. Reaching the leg out and away and float it down. And use those arms. Keep pushing the floor away with your arms. 2 more. Let's come down slowly and let's stretch forward. Just reaching towards your feet. Let's do a little hamstring stretch this morning. Hold that moment. Just relax into it. Fantastic. I hope that went well. We're going to do side kick kneeling. I chose that because it does use a fair amount of arm, shoulder, and obviously some legs. So let's hit our position. I'm going to go this way first because it's my good arm. So we're going to set up on our mat into a kneeling position. If you need extra cushioning for your knees, get that going now. Fold up your mat, get a towel, grab a cushion from the couch or something. Okay, so you want to have your knees about hip distance apart, and you're going to place your hand down onto the mat beside you. Again, using that tripod wrist. If you want to make a fist, that's a very doable thing. Or we could give you a larger modification in a little minute here. So find that, make sure it's lined up with your knee, and extend your top leg out, also aligned with your knee right here. Okay, I'm a little folded over. So we need to roll through and get nice and stacked, hand behind your head, so we feel like we're under glass here, front to back. Everything is lined up. I don't want to collapse into this hip. Push away, use this hand on the floor, and let's get nice long neck. Here we go. Lift that leg up and tap her back down. And up and down. Engage that core, get this long neck going. If this hand is happier here, that's fine. Or here. And this is 7 and 8. Use that arm on the ground. And 10. Let's hold it up. And we're going to do a little hamstring curl to the back. And forward. Let's flex that foot. And curl that heel. Keep lifting out of that arm. Hang in there, you guys. 5 more. We squeeze. And 3. Engage that core, stay stacked. 2. And 1. And bring that foot down. Bend the knee, and we're going to go into a little side bend, almost like a side child's pose. And we're going to switch sides. How are you doing? You good? All right. Let's get, again, hip distance apart with your knees. Tripod that hand down onto your mat in alignment with those knees, and then extend your leg out to the side. So we have a nice lined up set of joints. Hand is going to be behind your head. Get a neck traction, nice long lines. And roll that shoulder back. I don't want to have you collapsing into your shoulder or your hip. So push the floor away with all of your limbs, and let's float it up. And down. 2, 3. Engage that belly. And 5. 5 more. And 4. And 3. You can come here if you want to. And 1. Hold it up. Let's flex that foot and squeeze your heel to your seat and extend it out. Try not to bring your knee in front of you there. And just the heel back, that leg stays lined up. Push that floor away with that left hand. Let's breathe. We have 5 to go. And curl. Extend. 3, and 2, and 1, and place it down, and let's do our little side bend, relax. Beautiful. Okay, let's stick with our theme. We have done lots of arm work, core work. Let's go into our leg pulled down. It's a bit of a push-up position. So roll those wrists out and tell them to get ready because we're going back into the wrists. If you need to come down onto your elbows, absolutely a good modification. Let's place the hands down onto the mat. Tripod both hands, so I'm spreading the weight out through my entire base of my hand. And roll my shoulders back. Make sure that we have a little bit of a micro bend in those elbows so we don't hyperextend. Step 1 foot back to flex and find your mat. Prepare yourself by tucking your tail and lifting your core. Lengthen your neck. And keep that sense of a little rainbow position of your body. Step the other foot back and hold. If this is all we can accomplish, it's a lot. Stay in this position. I want you to think about rotating your shoulders a little bit back and down. Stay there for me. Keep that going. Belly up, booty under, and nice long neck. We're gonna lift one leg off the mat, place it back down. What we wanna do is keep your hips as level as possible. So when you lift your leg, you're not rotating your hips. Keep lifting your belly. You can tell I'm struggling today. I took the day off yesterday, and today I'm a little tired still. I'm gonna work through it. Lift and lower. Lift those abs. Nice long neck. 4, use that tush. 3, you got this. 2, 1, and we're gonna come down onto those knees gently. Woo, and child's pose it back. If you were on the modification down on your elbows, hopefully that worked for you. Okay, gang, we are 25 minutes in. Woo. Okay, you know, some days things are just harder than others. Today is just hard for me, I'm winded. It's been a long week, hasn't it? Oh my God. Let's just work through it. Okay, we are gonna go now into a side bend. We're gonna take it easy at first and just make it a stretch, and then we're gonna go all the way up. So how are those wrists doing? I know, right? Let's do a little recovery moment on those wrists. Reach your arm out, give it a little stretch, pulling that hand back towards you, and then let's pull it back the other way. And switch, pull it down. Get this arm plugged in her socket, or his. I'm sure some of the gentlemen are here today. And then let's switch it, pull it back with the fingers. Stretch that out. Okie dokie. Ready? Let's go into our mermaid. We're gonna go into a side seated position. This is just gonna be a nice stretch for the moment. Place your hand down on the mat. There's not a whole lot of weight invested on that right now. So just take a big up and over stretch. We're gonna be stretching this top side right here and lifting your bottom side. So we don't wanna crunch down into this. We wanna feel like we're going up and over a ball. And bring it back. Let's go to the opposite side. Oh, this is the tough way to go. Stretch your obliques, stretch that spine, get that sense of lift, up and over. Breathe into it, don't rush it. Let's switch sides. Swing your mermaid tail around. Place your hand down onto the mat by your feet and stretch up to go over and get this nice sense of space on the inside of that stretch. Breathe. And then let's switch. Go up to go over. My dogs are very excited. I'm sure you can hear them. I think Papa just gave them a bath. Thank God it wasn't me. And then we're gonna go into our full mermaid side twist. I'm gonna start on this side because it's my stronger side. Pick whichever side you would like to start with for you and get ready. This one's a toughie. So we're gonna have our legs extended long. Top foot is in front of the bottom foot to plant your feet into your mat. You don't wanna be slippery here. So if you have socks on or something, find a way to be grippy there. This hand is gonna be down on the mat. Again, our theme is tripod that hand. Don't let it get all scrunchy up into your wrist. It's not gonna feel good. Okay, so what we're gonna do is start in a little bit of a bent position, give it a go, and we're gonna sweep our hips up to reach for the ceiling. Are you ready? Let's inhale to prepare. And exhale up. I need to reorganize my feet a little bit. Using the surface of your feet, toes, everything you've got, and tripod on that hand there on the floor. If you need to be down on your elbow, try it. If you need to be more onto your knees, try that. Those are modifications. Let's dip that hip down, lift it back up. Using your obliques here, using that shoulder. So push this floor away so we don't get crowded here. Push it out. Dipping down 2, dipping down 1, and coming all the way down to rest. Okay, if you need to readjust, readjust. We're gonna go back up and we're gonna add a twist to this. So the twist is a sense of opening your chest to the ceiling, do not fall down. And the other twist goes in to pike your tush behind you. Think of it like a down dog, if you know what that is. Okay, so let's go. We're just gonna do one on this side. So let's inhale to prepare. And exhale, let's get up. Set yourself. Inhale to open your chest to the ceiling. Exhale to come through. Pike your tush, twist your hips, and push. Rotate your hips back to the front and gently come down. Oh my God, good job. Other side. Let that wrist have a moment. Okay, this is my bad side. We'll see how this goes. Again, the modifications, you guys, are on your elbow or on your knees. So maybe that's all that's gonna happen here, and that is fabulous. I'm gonna try the full Monty and see if I can do it. I was supposed to have shoulder surgery, and that got canceled. You can imagine why. All right, so nice tripod wrist on that hand, a little bit of bent knees, and my top leg is in front to get that grip going with my feet. Let's go up once and just make sure we're all aligned. So we're gonna inhale to prepare, and exhale our way up. And get situated. Oh, I can do it, not too bad. Let's hold, reaching for the ceiling, pushing the floor away. Let's dip those hips down and up. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 2 more. 4 and 5, and come down gently and reset. I'm gonna modify for the big one. If you can stay up on the arm. I'm jealous. I'm gonna modify because I feel like it's about to give way. So I'm gonna be down on the elbow, but I'm gonna go long legs. Pick your poison. You ready? We're gonna do our inhale to prepare. That means everything gets engaged. Exhale it up, hold. Inhale, open the chest up. Exhale, come through, rotate, push the hips back like a down dog. And inhale back up. I'm going super slow, and release it all the way down. Wow, okay, fantastic. Let's roll those shoulders out. We have one more thing to do, and then I think we'll be done. Let's do the push-up. Are you ready for that? It's gonna be a nice way to end because we'll end up standing, and then you can sign off. So let's get you standing. Let's start at the end of your mat. Lint everywhere, good grief. I apologize. Okay, let's stand nice and tall at the end of your mat. Let's go into that Pilates first position again. So that's a stable, strong position. So find all the surfaces of your feet, your big toe, your baby toe, the outside of your heel. And squeeze your inner thighs and wrap them together. So these legs are very strong. Lift up and bring your arms up. And let's get a really good stretch here. And I want you to imagine that you're going to be diving up and over from your upper rib cage to curl your upper back like a candy cane. So you ready? Squeeze those legs. Use your feet. Inhale the length. Exhale to start to dive up and over that top rib cage. Don't push your booty back. Don't even think about it. Keep diving from that upper spine to come now down through your spine. There go my glasses. Into your lower back. Don't push that booty back. See if you can take a couple of walks out to the mat and find your plank position. We're still in our Pilates first, or you can go to parallel here. Tuck your tail. lift your core. Rotate those shoulders into a bit of turnout and use those tripod hands. Let's do 3 push-ups. Inhale, minor microscopic because of my shoulder. 2, 3, hold. Push to your down dog position, flat back, and let's start to walk. Now, try to get that butt tucked in so that when you roll up, it's straight up a wall. Use your feet. Articulate that spine. 1 vertebra at a time. Think of your roll up. All the way up. Let's do it again. Reach. Get that length. Inhale. Exhale, dive. Keep squeezing that seat and don't push it back. Don't push it back. Tuck that tail. You're rolling down a wall. Go down to the floor and try to get 3 walks to go out. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Try pop those wrists. Externally rotate your shoulders. Tuck your tail. Lift your belly. We go down. 1, 2. Man, my push-ups are small. Woo! And we're going to go into our down dog moment. Hold flat back. Walk. 1, 2, 3. And roll up. Try to tuck that booty in. Lift your core to roll up. 1 more set. And reach up. Dive. Exhale. Up and over a fence right here. Lift that T-point. Find your floor. Walk it. 1, 2, 3. Hold. Rotate those shoulders back. Lift your T-point. Tuck your tail and your core. Hold. Get organized. Long neck. Here we go. Last set. 1, 2, 3. Down dog. Shake that neck out. Walk. 1, 2, 3. And then tuck that tail. Roll it back up. And you are done. Whew. Namaste. Pilates. I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy Sunday. Get some water. Drink plenty of water today to get hydrated. And I was going to say, clean protein. Be good to yourself. Breathe. Let's do that together now. Let it out. 1 more time. In for like 4. And out for about 8. Oh my God, that feels better. Good job, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to be doing this periodically throughout the week, but on our Pilates Sports Center Instagram, our amazing trainers are doing a live and recorded videos every day. And on our subscription channel, we're loading workouts all the time. Go on our Facebook, go on our YouTube channel, and we will keep you moving. We miss you guys. I love you guys. I'm not gonna cry. I hope to see you in person soon. Bye-bye.